Lots of gaming news to go over. We got DLCs announced for big open world games, huge reveals from Disney's convention, including Wolverine hands-on reports, and way more. So good at joining the Sunday news roundup, and let's go. A very welcome surprise, Ghost of Yotei is getting a story DLC and more as part of a complete edition coming on October 1st. The expansion will be divided between flashbacks, where we get to relive Atsu's past on the mainland, including the battle of Sekigahara, and also meet Nagato. But also the present day, where we go to a new region that was once inhabited by the snake, and we'll see us fight his still loyal followers, the Vipers. There will be new heavy weapons that we can find, but just like the Javelin, they seem to be quick pick-up weapons. There will be new armor sets and way more. They will also be adding a new single-player co-op survival mode, which is Sucker Punch spin on a roguelite. It reminds me of the No Return mode in The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, as we can play different characters from Yotei, all with their own weapon, and then fight enemies to get perks and become stronger. So it seems like our base game build will not impact this mode. All this new content is available for $15 if you already own Ghost of Yotei, and pre-ordering gets you the Sakai armor from Jin for Atsu, which we can of course combine with the helmet that we can already earn in the game, so that's pretty cool. But $15 for both pieces of content tells me that the new DLC won't be as big as Iki Island, because that was $20 for just that expansion. So I'm expecting like 6 to 8 hours to complete everything. Still, with them stopping the support for Yotei and the Legends mode earlier than what they did for Tsushima, I thought they would have moved on to their next game already. So this is a very cool surprise that I can't wait to play. There will also be a new free update on October 1st with new cosmetics for New Game Plus, new tracks for the Watanabe mode, and a transmog feature. Yes please, super cool. Let me know if you'll be returning to Ghost of Yotei for this, or picking up the new complete edition, which also includes the base game and the Legends mode next to this new content, in the comments down below. Phantom Blade Zero got a brand new 11-minute long trailer this week and revealed some surprises. While most of the trailers we had seen from the game were actually for side content, we finally got a look at the main story content. Starting with a very cool set piece where we see our main character Sol fight multiple bounty hunters on a horse carriage. But the highlight was totally the footage of some of the new boss battles and how we can use the weapons from these bosses against other enemies. Like, the amount of unlocks and variety is really impressive, and as you know, I've already played the game a couple of times and it's really easy to pick up and start doing these badass moves. While some of the new humanoid bosses totally give off those Souls-like vibes, this is not a Souls-like game, but more of an accessible action-focused title that has multiple difficulty settings, so you can make it as easy or challenging as you want. They also revealed that actor and martial artist Donnie Yen, who you can of course know from John Wick 4 and IP Man, has been a creative consultant for the game since 2023 and is actually Sol's father. So that's a pretty cool reveal, and we all saw many other new characters we will meet along the way, and we will actually get another deep dive on August 17th at 7 PM Pacific time in a State of Play. So that is August 18th in Europe. Like, I really think that will sell many people on the game who are not convinced yet. Like, you know, this has been one of my most anticipated games for a while, so when Gamescom reached out to sponsor this Sunday video, I of course did not hesitate. They are the official partner of Phantom Blade Zero and will have a special controller that they will reveal soon. I will keep you posted, and in the meantime you can pre-order Phantom Blade Zero now through the link in the video description, which also gives you some early unlocks. They also revealed a deluxe edition with a very cool outfit that is $10 more, again link to pre-order in the video description. And thanks again to GameSir for sponsoring this week's Sunday video. And again, sponsors like this really make the Sunday video possible. Without them, I would not be making any money, because we also have the amazing Tom, who's the editor on the Sunday videos, work on it every week. So I appreciate your support. Now let's go on with way more gaming news. Of course, leave a like, that would really help me out. And subscribe, because we post one of these big gaming news roundup videos every Sunday. Time for quick shots, news stories I want to go over quickly, with updates from Disney's big convention, release windows for some interesting games, the Game Awards, and more. Kingdom Hearts 4 is launching in late 2027 and will have a Pixar's Coco world that looks very cool. It will give us a guitar, let us glide around. It's always impressive how they bring these Disney worlds to life in the Kingdom Hearts games. In an extended trailer that was later released, we learned that Donald and Goofy will be playable and that Mickey will be sucked into a book, giving us some epic Mickey style gameplay, which looks pretty cool. Overall, still curious if they will also explore other Disney properties like Marvel and Star Wars, but so far there's no indication of that yet. There will also be a new TV show on Disney Plus that will reimagine the iconic adventure with a brand new story that will expand on the universe of Kingdom Hearts while celebrating the characters that have captured the hearts of millions of fans around the world. A very smart move to make the Kingdom Hearts series more mainstream, something that Square Enix can really use. Now let me know if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan in the comments and what you think of these announcements. Also, Marvel's Wolverine got a new D23 trailer during Disney's convention, and hands-on previews for the game dropped as well this week. Press and creators got to play around the first 2.5 hours of the game, with the highlights including interactions between Logan and characters like Sabretooth, Jean Grey and Mystique. Quieter moments are part of the game too, where you can interact with each character and, for example, play Never Have I Ever with Mystique. The combat should feel great, although some previews do miss some depth, as while Logan of course feels different to play than Spider-Man, he seems to be lacking any unique mechanics. But maybe some of those are unlocked through the pretty big skill tree that we got to see as well. The game is very linear, which was noted as a nice change of pace from Spidey. The story setup should be interesting. It's also written by the lead writer behind Spec Ops: The Line, and if you play that game, you know why we might be in for some interesting twists. Troy Baker is once again an important character in this game. He looks like Troy as well. So it will certainly be a great game and a fun playthrough according to these previews, but they were also not sure yet if it can reach the same heights as some of the previous PlayStation exclusives. It did not seem to have the wow factor yet, but maybe that changes once we get our hands on the full game. I'll of course report everything here, hope to get my hands on a review copy as well, so stay tuned. They also, by the way, announced very cool brand new PlayStation 5 faceplates and a Wolverine controller for the September 15th launch. We got release updates for big Embracer Group titles, a new Darksiders, and that smaller Kingdom Come title that I talked about earlier will be releasing between April 2027 and March 2028. And Tomb Raider Catalyst is now also listed for a release in that window, so that likely means February or March 2028 for this more open world Tomb Raider, as recent rumors of course suggested a delay to 2028. So pretty great lineup, while of course right now Embracer still has Metro and Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis planned for before April 2027. A Lord of the Rings War in the North Legacy Edition was announced and Shadow dropped this week. This action RPG launched in the same week as Skyrim back in 2011, but now it's back with 60 FPS, bug fixes and some quality of life features like locking onto enemies and swapping characters on the fly. It's also $18 until the end of the month, after which it will be $20, and we should expect more of these classic releases from developer Aspyr in the future. It was confirmed that the Game Awards returns on Thursday, December 10th or December 11th if you live in Europe, and the show last year had reveals of a new Divinity game from the Baldur's Gate 3 makers, Control Resonant was revealed, a new Star Wars RPG, Leon in Resident Evil 9 and way more, including of course High Guard as the final reveal. So I think we can say for certain that Jeff is going to save a banger this time for the show, because he doesn't want to repeat that mistake. I'm expecting this show to be even bigger than last year, as the early part of 2027 is looking insanely crowded, just like 2027 as a whole. Like, I would not be surprised if like Star Wars Jedi 3 gets announced here. Fingers crossed. Crimson Desert is officially getting a DLC this year, Pearl Abyss confirmed, and I'm really curious what the focus of this new content will be. I would put my money on a new region, but one you can already access early in the game, so they don't alienate a lot of their player base who's not that far. They also mentioned that this might be the first of many DLCs to come, so they can always go more endgame later on. A Switch 2 version is also in the works. They got it playable, they say, and are now working on optimization with a planned launch for the first half of 2027, Would be sick if they can pull it off. And they're also looking into potential multiplayer as a way for people to engage with the Crimson Desert IP over the long term, but they do note that it's quite difficult to incorporate that. So yes, they got a ton of plans for Crimson Desert, which of course has been very successful for them, but their next new title is Yotei, which stole the show at Gamescom 2021. They are moving developers from Crimson Desert to this Pokemon creature collection style game with the aim of launching it in the second half of 2028, with hands-on demos planned for next year, so likely at Gamescom 2027. And I would not be surprised if we see the Crimson Desert DLC announced at Gamescom this year. I'll of course keep you up to date here and let me know what you want from DLC for Crimson Desert. In the rumor roundup, I look at the biggest leaks and rumors of the week and rate them with stars. 3 being I believe it, and 1 meaning let's take this with a huge grain of salt. The Xbox CEO posted this week that she had a live playthrough of The Elder Scrolls 6 and then 8 asterisks. The skill and grandeur are incredible, the story is even greater. Now of course you would say that, but the 8 asterisks are what makes this interesting. As you could tease the subtitle here, which people now believe is Sentinel, one of the 9 major kingdoms in the Elder Scrolls. And the name Sentinel was also teased in the Starfield Direct during a random character creator scene at the end. And now YouTuber Epic Nate, who has more than 1 million followers, also claims to have insider sources saying that Sentinel is indeed the subtitle and that they are targeting a 2028 release. So this could mean that we see The Witcher 4 and The Elder Scrolls 6 in the same year, similar to The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4. I give this 2 stars, but leaning into 3, I don't think it's like 100% confirmed that Sentinel will be it, but it does seem likely. If it's indeed coming in 2028, then we might get this confirmed at next year's Xbox Showcase in June. This coming week is the final week before Gamescom, which means we will likely get some big reveals for things that want to get their own spotlight. Again, we have the Phantom Blade Zero State of Play already on Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you live. I just came back from a trip to China where I checked out Tides of Annihilation. So look forward to my hands-on preview very soon here on the channel. I also have an Assassin's Creed video that I think will spark some debate, you will see. And it seems that previews for the Duskbloods are dropping on August 20th. This is of course the new From Software game for the Switch 2 that will also have its network test this coming weekend. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 also has its big event this coming week, followed by the pre-order beta that for the first time now includes a single player mission we can try. And the second weekend gives us a first look at the new Warzone map, which is interesting too. Mortal Shell 2 is also launching this coming week. I heard great things from the people who tried the beta, so I'm expecting this to be very big. And if I'm forgetting anything, drop it in the comments. Of course, subscribe, leave a like, and I've got a ton of cool videos coming your way very soon. With of course a news roundup like this every Sunday. So we'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.